Yeah, I think once again, I think it's partly an industry problem. So I mean, we all know that when you do the surveys, etc., farmers are ranked really high on trust and morals and ethics, right? And because of that, for some reason, we want to hang on to this wheat hanging out of our mouth, plaid shirt and overalls, right? If you're in my office right now, I got two computer screens. I got a microphone that's worth 400 and some dollars so I can do an interview with you and with other people. I got an iPad in my truck at all times, and my air seeder has 7 screens in it, right? I can log into any piece of my equipment from anywhere in the world and tell you where it's drove in the last 24 hours, what it's applied to the ground, and how many what the output is when it comes to fuel and people. And so I almost think we need to retell our story. Yes, we're trustworthy. The reason we're trustworthy is that I got a 6 and 8 year old kid that my goal is to send them to Harvard, give them the opportunity to go to Harvard, but build something cool enough that if they get a job offer from Goldman and from Facebook, the one from Hebert Grain Ventures is side by side with it. Will they pick it? Maybe not, but that's our goal. So, I mean, I have a real long term vision compared to public companies that every 90 days have to hit the stock market goals. And I think that creates sustainability. It's in the best interest of me to take the best care of my land, produce the highest quality food, and have really high transparency on my data, not only for my farm, but for the consumer. We want the same thing. We just haven't told the story. I also want consumers to know that I'm not in a plaid shirt and have weed in my mouth. Don't get me wrong. Some farms still do, and that's fine. But I also want the consumer to understand, don't shame me that I'm a corporate farm. Yeah, it's in a company because it's good for taxes. I got 5 people with the last name Hebert that are part of the company, and that's not including my kids. But I also had a team party the other day for anybody that works for me for more than 150 hours a year, because key part time people are still part of the plan. We had 71 guests, including spouses and kids. We had 27 kids under the age of 9 that all go to the local schools. So call that a corporate farm if you want. I'm proud of what we do for our community, what we do for the industry. And I got no problem sitting down with the consumer to explain the math behind what nutrients a bushel of wheat or a bushel of canola requires. And that if I don't replenish that, or that some of their theories aren't going to allow me to be as sustainable as possible, they're actually going to create it to go backwards. I'll have that conversation. We just need to find the proper way to tell the story. And then, as I said, some of the media has found a good way to shame us for increasing in acres, when I think we need to be proud of it. It's how business changes. We're a small business, no different than the mom and pop 7-Eleven on the corner, or the shoe store down the street, and we have to grow to be sustainable long term.